Masks of Gnarltep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend, we merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Gnarltep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiet, Justin Kimmett, Shirley Nedswicki, George Chipples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with me, Matt Quiet, running the table as the Keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Gnarltep. Today I'm here with Jesse.
Hi.
John.
Hi.
Jason.
Hello.
George.
What's up?
Scott.
Get your art on.
Shirley.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, she turned British between episodes. I don't know. Don't ask. And Simon.
She sounded amazing.
Hello, Simon.
Simon is a baby.
Simon is a baby.
He's so cute.
Simon's a favorite of mine.
He's smiling for the microphone, so he's saying
or he's pooping, but one or the
This
other.
is clearly the appropriate age to introduce Cthulhu to a person.
Okay, so
It is.
focusing. You guys are going to the Egyptologist. Or
Yes.
Professor of Egyptology.
Yes. What was his
Okay.
name?
Professor
Hogwarts.
Johnson.
There's a lot of Johnsons in your
There
world,
are.
isn't
It's a very popular name. So,
there? All I know is there's a lot of...
Professor Johnson.
And Masters? Is he one of the pair? Go ahead.
You meet him at his office.
So, Professor
You marry,
Johnson.
I marry. We marry.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you, gentlemen and lady, today?
We were suggesting we should come here from the professor of... What was his name?
Cowls.
Professor Cowles. That you know something of hieroglyphics.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend over here is interested in purchasing a scepter that has hieroglyphics on it.
Okay.
We're most interested in finding out what these hieroglyphics
Can I
are
raise my
to see if this is
hand right now?
authentic.
Yeah, what's going on?
We got on a boat to come to England.
No, we're not
Not
on
yet.
the boat.
We're
Yeah.
finishing up the Arkham stuff.
I was like, why didn't these guys read the book some more?
We'll read those books. Don't you worry about that.
those books are
All
gonna
right,
be-
so he takes... You have pictures?
Yes, I hand him
He
the
looks
pictures.
over it. You could correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like...
How? Sorry.
It looks like baobab wood, inset with runes. It looks like it says Nyambi, thy power mine.
Who's Neander?
Neandy or Niambi?
Nyambi, Nyambe,
Haven't we seen that name?
is a Western and Southern African name for the supreme god.
It's close to a tribe. The Nambi tribe. was-
Nandi.
Nandi tribe.
Yeah.
And that's where you're at.
That is just a coincidence, and there is no connection there.
Okay,
Let's
that's
not
what I
go
was
down
trying to
3
say.
hours
Similar
of that
Okay.
interest.
Okay, thanks for...
Just, yeah. I'd have to take a better look at it to tell you what the tribe would have thought it did, but it is some sort of ritual cornerstone.
So it just has the runes on like one
Well,
side.
hypothetically, the words there would have been recited in Egypt, and he does that for you, which you might take the time to note.
Yes, I will.
Yes, most definitely.
Niambi, your power is mine.
Whenever they did that, they would expect this to give them the whatever power they were seeking. It's questionable whether that's something they would actually get or not, but that would be the idea of the scepter.
Okay.
I was under
Do
the
you
impression-
think this is authentic? I mean, how
From the
hard
picture,
is it?
sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's how hard is it to... How many people know hieroglyphics that would fake something like this?
There's plenty of people in Egypt that might be able to fake this. Do you have a question, Mr. Byrne? No.
Okay, this is sort of out of character since I've actually seen the scepter, but I was under the impression it was like covered all the way around. Are you saying it's now just like one side, one section?
It's just one side, one section, yes.
Okay.
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 How big
There
is this?
was a bowl that was covered in runes. That
is-
might be what you're confusing
or-
with, yes.
Or is it only just the picture only shows one side of the whatever we're looking
No,
at?
no,
so
it was-
I would have done it in the
okay.
round if
Oh,
there was in the
okay.
round to take.
How big is the scepter?
It's scepter-sized.
Nice.
So
So
Like,
two
should I
and a
make
half feet.
stick-sized, or
2.5 feet.
not quite walking stick.
Yeah, not
About the
definitely.
size of a cudgel.
Yeah.
Not
About
easily.
6 inches.
Would it be easily
Well played,
concealed
sir.
with any trench coat?
Relatively easily.
Okay.
All right,
Don't
Don't
well,
get any ideas over there. Hop along.
Okay. Anything else I can do for
Yeah.
you, gentlemen and lady?
That should do it. That's all the
Do
information
you
I
know
needed.
anything of the Carlisle expedition?
I heard of it. I heard they were looking into the first cataract.
Mm.
It's an unfortunate thing, but whatever took them to Kenya must have been pretty important.
Do you know anything of the religious practices of people in the area or anything historical?
Which area?
Anything down the Nile from Egypt down all the way to
Well,
Kenya.
I mean, it's mostly a Muslim land now.
Mm.
Prior to that, there's an Egyptian mythos that people ascribe to, but that's been on and off. For a while, it was Christian. The Greek gods had some importance there during the time of Alexander. Romans during the Rome. Whoever the conquering force was at the time, that's kind of who they melded into, if you would.
Mr. Botticello, if you would, and I give you a blank sheet of paper and my writing implement, draw the thing.
Oh, yes, the symbol.
Just for
Yes,
completeness sake.
the symbol. Have you seen this before? Here's these back.
Yes, that is the symbol of the Black Pharaoh. Or, I'm sorry, that is the symbol of the Bloody Tongue.
Do you know anything of this, the worship of this cult?
The Bloody Tongue, I believe, has been gone for hundreds of years. It was a cult dedicated to this creature they called the Bloody Tongue. They were known for some depraved acts. I believe that the locals killed them off at some point. They are Kenyan in origin.
Kenya. And any avenues of further research you might have into this topic?
I could look into it. It might take some time. I don't know of anything being written at this point, or that has been written specifically about the Bloody Tongue. Not off the top of my head, at least.
Could he perhaps leave a message with your librarian professor?
You contact Harvard.
I'd be absolutely happy to.
If you leave a message from Mr. Wentworth at Harvard, it'll receive. If you have
Professor.
any time to look into this.
Professor Wentworth, yes, absolutely.
Did I not say that?
No, you said Mr.
Professor Wentworth.
Thank you. We protect our own.
I usually do say that.
Credentials, bitch.
Go ahead, John.
are you at all familiar with the cult of the Black Wind?
Yes, also based out of Kenya near what they call the Mountain of the Black Wind, maybe?
Would you know of any connection between the two specifically?
Depraved acts.
But I mean, would one?
The cult of the Black Wind is rumored, although they're unsubstantiated, to still be around.
Oh,
So-
really?
Mhm.
That's interesting.
But I have no substantial proof. It's just word has come in from some of the king's men in Kenya that strange dealings and so
Well, I guess specifically the question I'm looking for an answer to is there any connection in that one cult evolved or grew out of another, or the other?
It's possible that there are certain tribal beliefs that might be the basis for both, or be partially the basis for both. But other than that, I don't believe so.
Okay, thank you very much.
Do you know anything about the cult of the bat?
Never really heard of it.
Well, supposedly it is a Australian cult that may have some interesting.
Oh, that's outside of my area of
I understand. We were
expertise.
just
They were
curious. They may
totally
have some
different.
kind of
Yeah.
connection.
Hmm.
Might make for an interesting paper.
Anything else?
Have you had any contact with a John Scott lately?
No, Not that I'm aware of.
That's the right name.
Yes.
Well, thank you for your time.
Okay. Alright, so where to next, guys?
After we're leaving, I as we're headed to the cars or whatever else, the John Scott, that Professor Cowles, I have some acquaintance with. It might be worthwhile to call upon him and see if he's at home. He's in Boston. Before we...
Did Professor Cowell say he went missing?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say that, or was that something I knew?
He said it was something you knew.
Ah.
It is in fact that case.
I didn't say he's...
Oh, okay. You didn't say that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I will say that. Yeah. I've heard some rumors that he might be missing, so perhaps if he's not at home, we should still look around.
Sounds good.
So you head to Boston?
Unless anyone else's business in Arkham.
Nope.
No.
You take your 2-hour drive or whatever to Boston. It's not that far, but by the time you get to the right neighborhood and all that, I assume you're going to his home?
Yep.
The house seems to have another family living in it. It's been some time.
I ask after I introduce myself and say, do you know where the previous occupant is, Mr. Scott?
Oh, we've been here 6 months or so.
That long.
Renting the house from the bank. I was foreclosed on. Before that, we were told that it hadn't been occupied for a couple of years, maybe.
Oh my, how the time does fly.
It does.
Would I have any information if banks tend to clean out houses they foreclose? And
Yes,
what they do with them?
yeah, absolutely.
Do they tend to have a big auction, or do they
Roll
store
law.
them? I knew I should. As a private investigator, I should have put something in law.
Would you like to ask that
Yes,
question?
I will ask you too. By the way, what happens with this? I clearly have no idea.
Yeah, you can roll that.
We are the best private investigation team in the world.
I rolled 100.
I actually made it.
What is this law you talked about?
Tell him. Say,
I got
Well,
7.
Wealthy
Yeah.
over here got knocked forward.
yeah, between you and Weld, the other private investigator here.
Yeah, this is the other barn all over again.
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
They do.
They do that.
So they would put it in a storage system, or would they have the auction?
They would auction it off.
So there would be no clues as to what would have happened.
Well,
in this
unless
You
they
could call
have
the
it.
bank and see if there's a record of the auction,
Keep
perhaps.
Yes, there'd be
records, yes,
a record of the items of
Or
the auction.
leftovers
True.
they never got rid of.
Let's call the bank.
Okay. Who was just to call the bank and use their credit rating? Okay. So go ahead and roll your credit rating.
I'm going to use it. But
Yep.
Okay. And then use your persuade and tell me what you're doing, or tell me what you're getting at, how you're getting it out of
Not
them.
terribly persuasive. I'm just straight up calling and saying, I'm interested in wondering about Mr. Scott that used to live at such and such an address. He was an acquaintance of mine. I have understood that he was actually collecting some of the things that I myself do collect as a man of some stature and blah, 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 blah. And I know that your bank took acquisition of his home, and I was wondering if perhaps there was an auction and there was a record of the auction, because I might be interested in acquiring some of the materials that he left behind for myself.
Go ahead and roll a persuade. Not you, him. I was
Nope.
just looking at base percentage.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I could get that information to you. Probably take a week or two to get through all the paperwork and track down exactly where everything went.
That would be fine. You can reach my major domo at blah 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 address. Or
Okay.
no, my major. Where's my domo? I have it written down. Actually, at the Oriental Institute is where you'll send
I'm gonna-
the information.
assuming we're nearby each other and
You're-
he hears this,
Yeah.
I'm going to say if it were a matter of law, is there anything the police could do to expedite the information being retrieved?
I repeat that on the phone.
If it were a matter of something like that, yes, but I would need contact with
Perhaps
some member of the
tell
police.
them we are potentially interested in buying the remaining items that did not make the auction.
And are there any items that were not auctioned off? Because we might be interested in purchasing those if you have the immediate list.
Hold on just a moment. Go ahead and roll me persuade again. Double what you've got.
Yes, just under.
Okay. The person comes back on the phone. I've spoken with the manager. He has he can gather a small list probably today of what's left of the auction.
Oh, we'll come and take a look.
Okay. He sets up a time for later in the afternoon.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you guys are doing, or are you just going to go straight there?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about setting or make arrangements also for a trip to Passage to Britain. In the meantime, have someone start looking into covers.
I wish to contact the police.
The police of Boston?
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically to talk about John Scott
Okay.
and his missing.
So you phone the police?
Yes.
And give me a credit roll.
I'm going.
Because technically you are out of state. Your private investigator's license doesn't legally work here, but that doesn't mean
I'm
anything.
investigating a missing person. 64.
How far over? A lot.
30.
Okay. You kind of run between a couple of different detectives. They'll call you back, and then we'll get to you when we get a chance.
So okay, then no active missing persons case.
No, not that you're aware of. He either didn't have a family and no one reported him, or
That's still something.
this is also, even though it's not the Great Depression, there are still a lot of. It's harder to track people in those ways, so it may just people didn't. Say anything.
If there was an open case, it would tell me something.
Yeah, no real case. So
even if it took time to get the file where I could see it.
So you guys head to the bank.
Yeah.
The bank manager meets you and brings you into a nice conference room. He has a list of 7 or 8 items. It's all furniture. Nothing was sold at auction. The furniture would have been destroyed. But it's just that borderline between where they think they could actually get money out of it and where they know they can't get money out of it. But it looks like all personal effects were taken. It was just like the bigger, heavier things, bulky things that couldn't have been moved.
Taken by who?
Before they took occupation of the house.
So he actually moved out.
That's what it sounds.
possibly.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah. Or he left.
Can I do an idea roll to see if it'd be worth it to buy the furniture and give it the once over, or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like that.
If there's something in the furniture, it's already been found, and it would probably be listed if it was worth anything.
Okay,
So.
I'll thank them for their time. Say I was looking for things of a more esoteric nature, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
So, anything else while you are in Boston?
Can I take my shotgun with me to England? Because I have one as well.
Yes. You guys are setting a trip for England? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You book passage on the Laurentides, an Atlantic Run passenger vessel. So let's talk about what you guys can do. First, you're going to take the ship from New York to Southampton, which is where you get off the boat to get into England. It's typical. You're familiar with Southampton. It's literally the port.
Right, no, I know.
So, during your trip, there are several things you can do. If you have something you want to increase, ask. If you want to learn parts of another language, ask.
What do we?
How are you booking passage? First class, steerage, what?
Can I afford to do first class for all of these?
Yes, absolutely.
I book first class for everybody.
Except for Mr. Captain Wilkerson, who books first class for himself because
That would be insulting for me to purchase those.
because he's a proper English gentleman and
Yeah, man.
Again, apologies to all of our English listeners.
to all of our proper English gentlemen listeners.
Oh, thank you.
The
rest of you cads can.
If you guys want to learn anything, please let me know.
Do we have
try to
like
get better at
XP to
something?
spend? Or?
Yes, you can get better, but let's take a stop here for a second and talk about getting better. Who all has been successful at rolling something?
Is this our official chapter?
Everybody
Everyone.
knows.
This once you hit the boat, this is the chapter, and this is like the montage
Excellent.
between scenes in like Final Fantasy while you're on a boat or a ship or something. So,
no
So
one
wait, is
is Ariel gonna die?
no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with. We're going to start with Shirley.
Yes.
Shirley, let's go through your skills and see what you have succeeded on.
I have succeeded on law. I've succeeded on persuade. I've succeeded on psychology 3 times. I've succeeded on
It doesn't matter how
spotting
many times you've succeeded.
5.
Once is
You
good.
told me to write them down.
Did I?
Yes.
ST fail.
Bad
I don't know
husband.
why.
Bad husband. Nice.
So let's start with you've succeeded on law because it doesn't look like it's marked.
Oh, I put a dot beside
No,
it.
when you succeed,
Mark
that's
the
when you mark
bomb.
that. So let's go ahead and roll. Start with law. So you have a 50% currently.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to roll percentage, and you want 51% or higher.
This is where I
Oh.
went.
Bigger, yeah, you want bigger numbers.
Hey, 58. So now you pick up a D10. That would be this one, and roll that. That is a 5. So your law is now a 55.
Yeah.
So do we all see how that just worked?
Yes.
Okay. So Shirley, let's
Do we
go through.
just go down the list of everything?
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys
want
want
us
to do it.
on camera?
No, because we don't have a
On
camera.
We only get one,
On
right?
air?
No,
Yes,
you can do all
on
of
camera is
them.
just
All
a
of
big
them?
black box.
No
That's,
kidding.
that's what I thought.
What?
Am
Yeah,
I,
that's
am
so-
I mistaken?
No,
I don't
I
know.
believe that's all of
So
them.
we
Why
don't.
else
So we
would
don't
you
spend
want
quote
all of
unquote
them?
XP.
No.
It's whatever you succeeded at
Yeah,
in
it's
using.
have a
perfectly
chance.
chance.
Has
Yeah.
a chance to
So
go
you're encouraged
And the better
to
you
you
get something,
know.
the
try
harder it is the
everything.
level.
Can I come up with an astronomy roll at this? I'm
Yeah.
going to gaze at the stars as we go across the sea. Ah!
You know what I'm doing going across the ocean.
Yeah.
As am I.
But you can do other
With
stuff.
a nose
as
like
well,
that?
so.
Why, yes, I would too.
Well, no, like that's what
Yeah,
my
George,
time
if you
is
can
gonna
find
be.
that, I'm searching, but I don't know where.
I like myself.
Complete
you
side
wanna just house
question and
roll it.
off the
I don't
and
mind.
off the topic here. Cult of the Bloody Tongue is
Training.
that a reference to getting your red
Here,
wings?
guys, here we go.
PG-13.
Oh, I didn't. Is
Without good
is that on the
reason-
list?
It's borderline.
Oh, borderline. Okay, all right. I'll stop talking now.
Hey. What are we
Does that
doing?
include credit rating for upping?
Yes. Hold on. Slow down, guys.
No.
That's why I rolled credit rating every time. I tried.
But yeah, it says
But
You gave us a
each one that's
fish
been for each
fishing.
skill check, you do it. So yeah.
Okay, where's that at?
Yay!
Wait, what?
I got confused because it said just one, but it's one
What
per
page
skill.
is that?
53.
53?
so you
And then
don't
do we erase the number that's there and put the new one in?
Yes.
Or do we track it?
Well,
Yeah, and you erase
have
the
you-
tick
have
mark
you
too.
rolled your percentile to see if you actually.
I did.
Do we erase the box?
I got an
once we roll,
81.
So that way next
Wow.
time it has a
Yes.
chance to go up again.
And you have to roll over the skill.
Over
My
the-
anthropology does not go up.
Under the skill.
You have to roll above.
You gotta
Over
roll
to-
above.
The better you
Oh,
are
above,
at
yeah.
something, the harder it is to improve.
So
Nice.
That's an 80.
88.
Oh, yeah, you want to go over. Please don't mark any of these boxes that are being dark.
Really? Oh no. I failed that one. Yay.
I've got a 5 for law. 5%'s the base one when I made it.
You
So
got-
I rolled a 2%. No increase for that.
10. Alright.
7.
Increase that though.
I've got better at working in libraries.
And it's 1d10 to
Imagine-
increase, yes?
Imagine
Yes.
that. I had psychology at the base 5. I got psychology. 3 points.
And just as a reminder, these are the only things that you succeeded at.
what's the rule about going into the 90s?
Did you go into 90?
Yeah, I just hit 90 on history.
Have you lost any sanity?
Yes, 1 point.
Okay, you got it back. You get 2d6 back.
Oh. I can go above my max though, right?
Away.
Not yet. You got to roll.
Matt.
Yes.
I can't gain more than my already
No, you
max.
cannot.
Okay.
And now I
But
can
it's
bolo
blue.
stuff 8%
Right, and then you roll
better.
to see how much you heal back.
Yes.
So how do I do it?
Well,
I didn't
first,
get
well
a
let's
chance
finish
to
this
pull it
first.
for you.
Okay.
So I didn't
Did you
give
shoot
better
anybody?
skills.
74.
Did I shoot anybody?
Yes.
No,
No, I didn't.
you did.
Down in
Yes.
Well, maybe
you
maybe
shot at
the
the zombies.
maybe the
You
zombie.
shot a
Did
zombie.
your
I did.
did your skill at
So-
murder stick go up?
I'm
That
saving
was
it for
handgun.
last.
So
Oh,
roll
very
your
nice.
handgun.
But probably not, because very little of my stuff is going up. Of all the times I make rolls, I am making rolls now.
No,
No.
well,
How do I help?
well, I told you
Yes.
wait until everybody's
Oh.
done. Hold on.
Gosh, you guys are slow.
Shut up.
They succeeded it more. I'm kidding.
It's alright. I only got to roll 5 times and I only increased 2.
So what did you increase, Johnny?
My psychology,
Yeah.
because I had a
Nice.
base 5%. I don't remember when I made my psychology
knows,
roll,
yeah.
but I did. So now it's an 8%.
Woohoo!
Spot hidden went up from the base 25 to 30.
Hey, that's not bad.
Again, I don't know why, as a private investigator, I chose not to go with spot hidden, but
Why didn't what didn't you succeed? What didn't you go up on?
I did not go up on my law. Oh, I went up on listen, so I went up on 3 things.
Huh.
I did not go up on my persuade.
Did you ever succeed on a crit rating?
I did not.
I would have.
I've also only made one shot at it
That's
since
fair. Yeah, since you got me.
since I got my.
So Jesse,
insurance.
one of yours went up.
My library use has increased. My listen, my locksmithing, which is good.
Yeah.
My spot hidden, and my persuade.
What didn't go up?
Anthropology, first aid.
What didn't go
Jump?
up that you used?
all these.
Oh,
Yeah, those are all used.
Jesus.
The occult didn't go up. I made that roll finally. And I didn't get better at hitting things with my stick.
Okay, Scott, what went up on yours?
My credit rating went up. My natural history went up. My psychology went up. My spot hidden went up, and my bolo went up.
Okay.
Wow.
What didn't go up?
Shotgun did not go up, which I'm kind of bummed with.
You haven't used it yet.
Yeah, I have killed all them zombies, baby.
Oh right. Okay.
I was putting
I
people
don't
down.
remember that.
Yeah, you
Like I said,
Well
the skill didn't go
done.
up. You didn't use it.
My French did not go up.
Because you haven't read the book yet.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten into the book
I've
yet.
been reading
Yeah,
French books.
can
I forgot to roll for my
Can
French.
you read the? Yeah.
Don't roll yet. It'll count at the end of the trip. Sorry.
But I made
That
it.
sucks, doesn't it?
Because we're going to read after the break.
And yep.
Ah, okay. All right.
So Shirley, what of yours went up?
My law went up, my persuade went up, my psychology went up, my spot hidden went up, my handgun
Did
went
not
up.
go up. It was a
my
65
hand-
already.
Oh, okay. So my handgun did not go up.
Okay. Jason, what went up?
Anthropology, credit rating, drive, first aid, history, library use,
Oh,
natural history, occult, Latin, persuade, psychology, and spotted.
Good
Jesus
God.
Marimba.
Wow.
What didn't go up?
Some of my other languages and
That you used.
Yeah. Archaeology didn't go up. Medicine didn't go up.
What was the skill that went up above 90? Or would have?
History, I have a flat 90 now.
So what happens if your skill goes up above 9?
You get 2d6 sanity back.
Oh, nice.
However,
is any of my sanity loss permanent yet?
no.
Okay.
None of your sanity loss is never permanent unless you get enough
My credit
Cthulhu
rating.
to push it down.
Oh, okay.
So, George, what of your stuff went up and what went down?
I
Or what
increased I increased library use, occult, persuade, and spot hidden. I did not increase fist, credit rating,
didn't? Jump.
and amazingly, law and psychology, which I both have a flat 5% for. Neither.
Awesome.
So I made those checks. I didn't learn anything from them.
You're just
Okay.
naturally gifted.
So, Jason, you are going to be treating Shirley all week.
Oh, and also me.
Go ahead and roll your medicine.
Can you treat me because I've still got a bum ankle?
And also him. So start with Shirley, and
And
then...
what about me? I have a persistent one too.
Do you?
Yeah, I was bit.
I pass on Shirley,
Okay.
Sanity that you've lost already, does that go back up to 4?
and I pass on.
It does not go up.
Yeah,
It only
unless-
goes up when I tell you it goes
And me.
Okay, so
And you?
during the
And
trip
me.
we don't get any sanity back? Oh, okay.
Failed.
All right, we'll wait.
Ah,
So you still... He
I
still has
passed
the
on
bump
both
back?
of these two.
Oh,
Then I
okay.
went to him and I was like, "Yeah."
You get to
that's
roll
good.
a d3. You two get to roll 2d3.
That's a D4.
Oh yeah.
Roll a D6. Roll 2.
But Professor,
Well,
he's
this-
still
so that'd be a
alive.
3.
Quit pounding.
Take...
I'm back up to
Roll
full.
it once.
You're not helping.
You're
Breathe.
done.
Damn it.
That was 3. Oh no, roll it again.
You might have to give him mouth to mouth, and the professor says, "I'm
Yeah,
done.
you
You're
held
good enough."
5 there.
Has
Oh.
that-
I might have
has
failed,
that
but I'm
pers-
still back up to full. So thank you for
Has that procedure even been invented?
You back
yet?
at full 2?
I don't know. Good question.
You could. You were still down 3. You could have only been.
I rolled 2 3s.
Yeah, she rolled a 6 and a 4. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about sanity that you guys will get back. You
And
are.
then lose from reading your
I'm
horrible,
likely
horrible
gonna.
books.
Well, let's talk about what you get back, and then we'll talk about what you lose.
So I want to know how the 2d6 minus what I'm about to throw out the window.
Yeah. That. See, sorry. Unfortunately, the chapter ends. Then you read the book.
You say books like one.
Wah, wah, wah.
Then you study the book.
If we have time, we will.
It is a
rotate the
10-day trip by boat, so you will only get one book in, but you'll get 3 days on another book, or 4 days on another book.
Okay, so we just kind of pass them to the left.
What about me though?
Yeah,
Because you said mine is a little bit longer.
I'll still give you a 7 days.
Well, I'm going to be doing what I said.
I know. Hold on. Okay, so everybody on board the ship is kind of resting, and not any horrible danger happens. Roll a d4 minus 1. Roll a d4 minus 1.
Yay, 2.
So you get a 1.
1.
Scott, do you
I
have a
rolled a
D4?
3. I got 2.
What are we rolling for?
These dice.
Just roll a d4 minus 1.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Can I have a D4? Just for giggles and
I'm
grins?
waiting for Scott to roll.
I got a 1.
Yeah, that's what you get back insanity.
Oh, okay, good.
For a nice boat ride without any terrible danger.
For a
So
person who
no
thought
deep
I
ones
was...
crawl on board.
So wait, that happens at the end of the boat?
Oh, did you? Oh.
I'm back to full
I don't know.
sanity.
Shirley's
Does
boat.
that game happen at the end of the boat?
Nope.
Nope.
Damn it!
Nice try. Alright, so let's look at these books.
So that's the wind and
Well,
the waves,
before-
and you take
before
off
we
and
hit the
you get back, and
books-
then you start reading.
Before we hit the books, let's talk about what else you guys want to do on the boat. You're all riding in first class, so would you like to up your credit rating for riding in first class?
Yes.
Okay, here's what you have to do, and this is a little convoluted, so just stick with me. According to this, you want to take your credit rating plus your fast talk plus your listen plus your psychology one.
Good night.
Okay, one
Can
second.
we
Credit-
do
credit
each
rating-
of these that you're going to ask, or do we only get to pick one? Like, do you want to do your credit rating?
This
Do
one
wanna
you
do-
automatically get to do from hobnobbing with the rich people.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, say
credit,
that
fast
again.
talk, and what?
Credit, rating, fast talk, listen, and psychology.
You add them all
Okay.
together.
Credit
Add those all
rating,
together.
Psychology.
Credit rating, fast talk.
Fast
Listen,
talk.
psychology. Then you're going to roll a D100 under that. If you succeed, it goes up.
Fast
I
talk and
automatically
what?
pass.
What was
I know, like there's, like if you have more than one skill in any of those, you're set.
What was the other?
Yeah.
Fast talk, psychology.
Listen, credit
Listen?
rating.
Listen.
Listen.
Woohoo! Something I'm
I
actually
love
good
how
at.
you can't hear me say listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, my skills
Did you
combined
only
are
get
100.
59?
What did
I
you
only
have?
got to 59.
Oh,
Out of
nice.
the combination of those four numbers, I have 59. So
What?
Yeah, out of a combination of those four numbers, I have
listen-
165.
listen-
Credit rating,
Oh.
fast
And I
talk,
pass.
listen, and psychology.
There's 95.
And
Okay, I got
how-
103.
Fast talk is at 30. That's
I was at
105. so
122.
you automatically
if
go
I
up.
could, only what?
One
So
so
all
Everyone
this
will
sanity
go
you're
up.
getting back really
Everyone,
doesn't matter.
everyone that got under that number will go up 1d4 minus 1. These aren't going to be great big gains, but you know what?
One.
every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm up to a 36.
Credit rating? I'm up to 16.
Yeah, see, it's not hurtful. It really
No.
isn't.
No, that's
And if you're
You're richer than I am, by the way.
and if you're Johnny,
And this is
any little-
this is
credit
expecting.
rating, you know.
Yeah.
This is
It's better
expecting.
than everyone else. So yours is
So,
better than mine because you save your
Just so
money.
you know, here
This
about
is-
a month, you're going to get a bill for 10 grand from Harvard.
This is the expectation of this is that you guys spend every breakfast kind of hobnobbing, and every evening kind of hobnobbing, playing cards, having cocktails. You're
Playing
in
bridge.
Yes, you're in first class. This is what you do. Now, during the day, it's expected everybody kind of does their own little thing. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while on the boat that would let you, besides read the flippity books?
I'm not reading the book.
When
I
I'm
want to learn how to
talking,
cook.
and the way I'm raising my credit rating, I'm actually talking to a lot of like older society women in particular, and talking up my
Yeah.
Oriental Institute of
Okay.
the Fivefold Lotus. I forget Eightfold Lotus. I forget exactly.
Sixfold or sevenfold? If sevenfold, I think.
I know the boot to the head
Less
flossing
than
works pretty well for you.
And so the people who might not be familiar because people were shocked by my kung fu pajamas start hearing, I've got this institute that teaches Eastern techniques of meditation and
Okay.
movement, and maybe I give some demonstrations if people are interested on the deck under the sun. Very good for the soul, very good for the elderly and invigorating and blah blah blah. And so I do that kind of
Okay.
thing.
You're going to give Tai Chi classes.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Nice.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Is there any? I'm sorry. You asked a question.
Learn languages.
You could learn languages. I don't. There's not going to be anybody on the boat that knows hieroglyphics. There are other languages you could try and learn.
I can teach
I-
people Arabic and Greek.
I can teach people German, Italian, and French. And Latin.
So, when do you give up lessons?
What do you want to learn? You can only choose one of them.
What are my choices?
Latin, Arabic, and Greek.
German, Italian, and French.
Mandarin, German, Hindu.
I'm interested in learning Mandarin. I will be spending time with you.
All right.
If I remember correctly, Shanghai was in.
Oh, it was in
Where are
it.
we going?
Yeah, Mandarin might be
possible.
interesting to learn a little bit of.
Yes, you have
You're a
to
very
go
popular
class while you
person.
Shine the gun.
Right.
You notice I've also brought a gun
So
case
what
with
is
me.
the
Yes.
what would be like something?
I would gladly trade our clean oil
Well,
and.
I can't-
I've been entirely
So
steered
in
the
this
way
day
of
and
the
age,
firearm.
what would be like
That's
something
fine.
cool to learn?
German is pretty
'Cause it
important
has
right now.
place.
So is French. You guys are headed to Egypt, so Arabic wouldn't be bad.
Okay,
Shanghai was mentioned also, so Mandarin might not be.
Or Cantonese if you could find it on the boat, and I can roll and see if there is Cantonese on the boat.
Who has Arabic? Alright, let's do that.
Could you roll and
Okay.
see if somebody has
So
Cantonese?
you need to roll intelligence times 5, which is essentially your idea. So you need to roll under that 65 to see if you grasp enough of what he's giving you to learn.
I don't know if we
Yeah.
want Mandarin or Arabic.
So,
Arabic would
roll
probably be more
2d10.
helpful since we're going to go to Kenya eventually. Will we get another boat trip to learn on?
I don't know.
We might
Will
be
you
going.
survive?
Oh, touche, good sir.
So
You
far,
get
we
8.
have 3 other countries that are listed as possible
So you'll
interests.
mark it under other languages,
Australia,
so it
Africa,
actually becomes a
and
9 because there's
Shanghai.
1. So write down Arabic becomes a 0 9.
You're all like, well, Arabic goes, la, 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 la. And I'm like, I got nothing.
I'm gonna
back.
get French from you.
Arabic.
French for me.
Yeah.
You want to get
So-
French from the crazy guy or from someone that's...
Roll under
So you have to
idea.
roll under
Upper
your idea.
crust.
Did
Okay.
you, Scott? Did you learn
I
Arabic?
did not learn Arabic.
Could
It
you
was
tell
all
me if somebody knows
to me.
Cantonese on the boat? You said you could roll a check.
And then 2d10 for
2d10 and add them together. That's where you start at your base. This rule is not exactly in the book, so this is kind of. And add the 1 because the base language is 1. Did you do that as well, George?
Fail.
French.
Okay. No. No Cantonese.
We're looking for
Okay.
over idea, correct?
Under idea.
Oh, under. Oh, then I do make it.
Yes.
Then it's 2d10, you said?
Ooh, then-
2d10 add them together, yeah.
Then instead of missing it by 5, I missed it by 4.
Oh.
I failed my idea. I don't learn Mandarin.
Probably not a good idea.
Have
I
enough
also sit in
languages
on the
to learn.
Arabic lessons to get some Arabic.
It's all
Can I
those
do multiple
crazy
languages?
books You guys are reading.
No, I mean,
Okay.
you've
Huh?
got to
It's all
spend the
those crazy
time
books
to
you
really
guys
learn.
And you're like, it's all Greek to me.
Yeah.
He's all, I'm in Arabic.
Okay,
He's
does
Arabic. I'm like,
anyone want to spend some time skeet shooting and up their shotgun,
Yep.
Yeah.
certainly.
or target practice with a handgun?
No, I will gladly try to
seeing
skeet
as I'm
Boat
shoot.
is awesome.
I
Boat
will
is
work
awesome.
With my
First
handgun.
class, man.
First class is the way to go.
I'm not saying anything, George, but you could also do some gymnastic practice to up your jump.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, so here's
95
what I
on
hold on,
the
hold on.
shotgun.
Let's stop real quick. Stop before you
Okay.
guys keep just doing that. Choose 2. You're going to choose 2 skills from this point on, other than languages that go up that are physically based. Jason,
Yeah.
Ah,
you're like, I learned how
Well, that's
handguns work,
easy.
and I don't shoot myself in the face.
Yeah, like basically I'll go with like
Physical skills.
shotgun and handgun.
Well, you said physical
I'll
skills.
do-
If there's
do you want to be
any-
taught how to use those weapons properly?
Do
Yeah,
what?
basically.
I will teach you both of them.
I can teach if
okay.
you would
My
rather-
idea is 90, so basically anything I'm gonna learn.
Nope,
Okay.
that doesn't work that way for these.
If you
Oh.
learn
You roll a
one
d4
ranged,
plus 1 and add.
Oh,
Those
so
are that's what it automatically just lets you add to those.
Wait, just add 1d4?
1d4 plus 1 to
Does-
whatever the two physical
is
skills.
there a way I could practice my swinging?
Yes, go ahead, John.
So,
I was going to ask the same thing. If,
Yeah.
if fisticuffs might
Yep,
be an
absolutely.
so what do we roll to see if we can make it?
Nothing. You just roll a d4 and add, or a d4 plus 1 and add that to the skill.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a D10. Whoops. Because I was like, I got 9. Yay!
I am at 69.
Can I
on
borrow
my
your
club.
D4?
I can 69 with my stick.
I'm not familiar with handguns and shotguns. I might not kill a party member.
D4 plus 1?
Yes.
5.
Would gambling with the crew be of any use for things like fast talk, persuade,
Persuade, definitely.
bargain?
Yeah.
I would
So
like to
how
try to
would I-
persuade.
Choose
as well.
any one of those and do the same thing.
So
Did
D4?
you choose 2 physicals?
I did. Should I?
You'll have to lose one of those. Yeah,
reconsider.
it's going to be 2, but the physicals you don't have to make an explanation for, honestly. It's going to be the mental and social stuff that you're trying to do now that you're going to
Okay.
have to make an explanation for how you're learning it. So, like Jason can't go, I up my archaeology. How the hell do you do that? Because
Thinking about it real hard.
Because I was digging in the bottom of the boat. Now guess what I found? Water.
Could I run a class on it for everyone else?
you could.
Yeah, you could. You were trained to teach it, so we
Could I
could use
have
you to
Miss
do it.
McCree hide objects upon the ship, and then I later will try to find these objects,
You want to
thus
make a
raising my
scavenger hunt
spot
for you.
hidden.
You guys,
Skill.
while he's out doing skeet shooting, because I assume you're skeet shooting.
Hells yes, I am.
You could be like duck, set a piece of ice. I'm okay with that.
So we're just.
Yeah, I mean,
You could police my shell casings and see where they roll on the deck. And be
Yes.
like, did I find
And I will
them all?
return them for
I'm
you.
missing 2 shell casings. Find them, my good man. Crazy
So-
man with a stick.
yeah.
You could meditate with me and find the eye within.
I would also allow
I'm afraid
that.
of what would be staring back at me. But
Yeah.
yes, I will meditate.
Yeah, and every 3 minutes I walk by and cuff him in the head because I don't want him seeing the eye within. He's already way too comfortable with his craziness. I just
I will be
pinch him on the ear.
majority of my time watching my road.
Away from these people.
So, Jason, which book are you
Well, what ones did
transcribing?
everybody else have?
I have the French one.
Okay. You had.
Narcotic manuscripts.
I have Monolith of the People bound in demon skin.
Did you bring
So
it with
you have life
Of
as
course
a
I
god.
brought it with me.
Good.
You got the good one.
I'm not giving it to you,
Did
but
we bring everything with us, like the scepter and everything?
Yes.
I
I
would have
would-
packed up all my
Good.
shit. I didn't
We
leave
should
anything
have a
behind.
trunk that's very securely
Good.
padlocked.
So, Jason,
all of our
Yeah.
gear.
would you like to roll some dice for me?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
Does he scream and go running overboard?
I would like you to roll a d6.
Oh, good.
That risk.
Probably not.
6.
You lose that much sanity.
Cool.
It's not bad.
You read the book and then sit in your room for several hours after you're finished transcribing it because it had an effect on you.
Okay.
Very
We
deep,
noticed that he
dirty
doesn't twitch
effect.
now.
Dirty.
You also add 4 to your Cthulhu, which means your maximum Cthulhu is now maximum sanity is now 95.
Did any of us get Cthulhu book? Oh, I didn't look at the thing, so I didn't get
Cthulhu
Not,
Mythos.
not yet.
it. Yeah. No, I'm saying I didn't look. Other people might have.
Did we
Now
get
at
any Cthulhu
95?
mythos from looking at the
Not
thing in the
yet.
pit?
No, your sanity's a 95.
No, your maximum
No,
sanity.
you have to
And-
read books to
Oh.
get
And
Cthulhu
yeah,
Mythos. Because looking at it doesn't tell you what it
No,
is,
your
what it does,
Cthulhu
what it
Mythos
is, what it
starts
does.
at 0.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
now,
now it's
4.
4, but
your max sanity is what that is
Okay.
indicating.
And then in your sanity box, just go ahead and blacken out 99, 98, 97, and 96.
I remember
Nice.
this part.
You can never get
This
those back.
happened right before I died last time.
You
Uh-oh.
never mental
Died.
faculties.
You never died in the last
No.
What
this
book
is
would
the
you like to
Black
start
Oak.
with next?
Oh, when he
Died in the
abandoned
basement
us?
well, I'll
with
switch
rats.
books.
Okay, I just
Oh,
let me
that
know.
was
That
Just,
was
different.
just know which book you're going to go with next.
Yeah.
No, you
As
right
I
away.
read
I
the
died.
French book,
Demon
I will
book?
be transcribing it into English for the other people. And
Yeah,
I
you
knew
ran
that.
away. I told.
I
I
died in the water.
Roll your French
no,
for
I
me.
fought to get you out.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually making copies.
I died heroically for your
That's why
cause.
my-
35 over 21.
You can read it, but you cannot translate it
Okay.
well. It will
Then
be a
I'm gonna
very
have-
bad
You had an
Then
awesome
we get to
memorial.
However-
like, they
Telegram them
erected
to
a statue
Harvard
for you.
and have them actually write it out from my shorthand notes.
So, what I need you to do, you have the French book,
Yes.
roll a d6.
So in the game
4.
of Cthulhu,
You lose that much sanity.
the rule of never read books that open portals to hell, like we're violating that.
You add
Oh, yeah,
6.
yeah.
You add
Okay, just checking.
You add 6 to your Cthulhu
making sure.
Mythos. Your sanity is now, maximum sanity is 93. You can mark out 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99. I'm not finished with you.
We're all going to be wizards.
I say
Also,
you got better than I did, so I'm guessing there's a bigger negative.
there are 2 spells within this book that you can learn.
I
It will take
Maybe
longer for you to
seal.
go through the book, another week, and you can learn one, and then another week for the other.
Okay. I will explain to the rest of the group that my books will take a little longer.
Why?
There appears to be other rituals within these.
You should have just said because it's in French. Out of character.
Right, you just got because
I
it's
am not
French.
holding anything back. I feel as if I can trust you guys. Whether you feel like you can trust me or not.
A daring choice.
Wow.
The 2 spells are
Well said.
Contact Nodens,
It's a noted.
Not.
Nodens.
I know that.
What's a nodded?
It's those that live in the land
You
of Nod.
actually know that spell.
Is that when you're behind the wheel of the truck and you just sort of nod?
Not all.
So
He's
you
not.
might as well save this until next game,
No,
otherwise
this is
I'm
not
going to
terrible.
forget it.
Yeah.
Like, if I
No,
reload it,
just put it right here in the pile. That's fine. It's just that's something that you need. Jesse, contact Noddins, and then the other one is here somewhere. Ibn something or other thingamajig.
How do you spell?
I don't know.
Son of what?
No, Ebon. I'm sorry, Ebon, not Ibn.
I don't know what it
I
sounds
keep
familiar.
saying Ibn.
Yeah, that's the book that he has.
Oh,
Son?
Yeah, Ebon is the book.
Hold on, he's going to learn a ritual that's son of whatever?
No, not
Ibn is son.
No.
Every time I hear that word, I have flashbacks.
It's on page
13th Warrior.
232.
Thank you. Exactly. That's exactly where I learned what that word means and where it came from.
It means son of.
Okay.
You go.
Ebon's Wheel of Mist is the other one.
Ebon's wheel.
Sounds like a pretty useless wheel. You got a wagon, you get a wheel of mist. That's not going to
Oh,
help.
there might be some kind of like obscuring protection spell.
I don't know.
You create the mist, and then you get sucked up into the other world.
Ah, great.
And then,
That sounds pretty Cthulhu.
and then you become a cultist, and
the hell's a
you
wheel
go
of
and
mist?
help them come.
Last sentence of the first paragraph. The spell only costs 1 sanity point.
Only!
Permanently.
but that's good because all
Essentially,
spells
you
cost
summon a
sanity.
mist that hides you from people. That hides you from creatures summoned by Nyarlathotep or in the name of Nyarlathotep. Wonder why they put that spell in this game.
Huh.
Hey,
And
so you
can
know,
I
one of
glance at
those is
them to
much
see
more useful
what
than
the
the
two spells are before I take the time to actually
Yeah,
learn them?
that's
So
that's
is
what
the
that one
contact
does. Is
value?
it's going to count like make things that you can't be
Can't be
found.
found.
Now, the
other
question
one-
is that like you snap a twig and that happens, or do you need to align the planets on the 3rd day of the 6th month on the 14th year?
The contact
One
thing,
is
not
Han
gonna
Solo
do you any
outside the
good.
bunker.
You don't want that. Contact Noddins opens communication with Noddins. For each attempt, the caster must sacrifice 1 power permanently and 1d6 sanity points.
What is a Noddin?
God.
It's you know what Zool was?
Yeah.
That's a Noddin.
Oh, cool. So you
Nobody-
get to call up an elder god and just go,
Yeah,
hey.
nobody you want to contact.
So, see you on Tuesday?
Yeah. you guys
I
is it
will
pizza night
learn
tonight? You guys are doing pizza tonight,
Evan's
right? It's
view.
Friday,
It's
right?
Mexican Thursday. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you're going to learn Ebon's Wheel of Mist. That's fine. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next game. It's not a big deal.
As I learn it, am I able to transcribe this and do something other people might be able to
You
understand?
can try. It's
Or
in French.
or you could just let the professor watch while you do it for the first time, and hopefully you succeed.
No, I don't
Yeah.
even know what this language is.
Okay, so you have lost your sanity, gained your stuff. You're good. George, what
Yes.
book are you going through?
You try to
I've got
transcribe the spell into wingdings.
Narcotic manuscript, and I've skimmed it, so I rolled a 6 on that, so I've lost 3 sanity already.
Okay, so roll a d8 and have that again.
On your horrible dice.
Have it rounding up or down?
Down.
Okay. 2.
Why are they horrible?
Because you can barely see them.
Well,
D4 is what that. What's up?
You recorded that?
Is that? It's 2. So
2,
that
yeah.
Mythos?
You lose 2 more sanity.
Oh, 2 more.
Yep. And then you gain 10 mythos,
Wow. Okay.
which means your maximum sanity is now 89.
Yep.
ooh, gain 10?
Yeah. Are you reading yours?
The demon skin book.
So I just say mythos, no spells or nothing?
No.
What are you
It's a
rolling
lot of
for?
mythos.
Because I was going to say if it's over 50, I will. If it's under 50, I won't.
What'd you roll?
100. I absolutely have to read it now.
Okay. You gain 3 mythos knowledge. Cthulhu mythos.
Only 3 from the Demon Bound book?
That's awesome.
I'm kind of surprised the Fleshbound Tome is the least.
Scott, can you give me a
That's the
roll
least.
on your Cthulhu mythos?
No.
Yeah, his is
Now
the
that you
least,
have
but
it?
still, that was awfully low.
Yeah, but that's I've only got 3, right?
That's fine.
Well, it's that whole. It's
Roll
the-
that skill check, baby.
Because if you make it
6. I rolled a 6 on
close
a 3.
enough, you know what? I'm going to let you have it. You know what it's bound in now.
I don't want to. Write it down. Don't say it.
So roll another d6.
Now I feel filthy.
Roll a d6.
You have something new to hunt.
I feel filthy.
Bound Cthulhu butt.
I feel bad. I right now as a player, I feel filthy. I don't like that feeling. 2.
You lose that much sanity
Okay.
from realizing what you have.
So write it down.
So now write down Cthulhu Mythos 3 in your Cthulhu Mythos under skills.
Skills. Ooh, Cthulhu Mythos. 3. And then send me a note.
Yeah, can do.
Do you need? You have it? Or are you just gonna text it to me?
Oh, I'm going to text it to you because you
want me to save it forever. Ew, I felt bad. I don't know why I felt bad. Yeah.
You have something new to hunt and
It's
kill.
acid-washed imp scalp.
Hey Matt, since I read it in character, can I read the entry out of character in the book for the narcotic manuscript?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah. I want to hear.
I wrote Mr.
Oh, I thought you were going to read
Mr. and
it.
Mrs. Matt need to conjugate their marriage. Nice. To which one of the responses was, conjugate? Did you mean consummate? And then Adam Smith writes, go home, E. Scott, you're drunk.
Yeah, no, it was me. So
It was you.
Anybody else want to read a book? There's another book. Just saying.
What does that mean? I don't know what that word means.
I am interested in trading books with him because his book will bring
If
you.
you
guys
trade
been-
books with him,
You can't.
will lose your ability to learn the spell.
Does this word mean what I think it means?
No, it's a survey erase of the thing you think it means.
Okay. Still,
I'll
that's
trade you
not
mine.
nice.
Sure.
Uh,
All right, so you
But you
guys.
got-
That's not
Which one?
nice.
Life
of a God.
Life of a God.
Life
Yeah,
as
I
a
want to
God.
definitely read Life of God.
I feel like I need to shower.
You guys.
Shower
Yours is
before I
the
came
human
over.
skin bound one, isn't it? Or-
Is it?
No, he's got the demon
I
skin
can give you
down.
one.
No,
The human skin.
That's
No,
yours.
Life as a God is human.
Oh, okay.
Mine's leatherbound. I will warn you, the books of this can be quite disturbing. The contents, excuse me, of this book.
You have fun handling this.
I thought we had.
Oh, okay.
So you guys spin.
You said there's
I
another
thought we
book.
had 4 books.
Yeah, African dark sex.
I'm going to ask. Yeah, can I check that one out?
Yeah.
Here, check that one out.
I don't know.
Did you say you were interested in reading a
He
book?
doesn't
No.
have. Okay.
I'm just saying, no. They were telling him he couldn't have it. He's
Oh,
got it now.
Thank you.
Oh.
That's a dick move.
I will pursue the book also as a.
I approve.
Thank you. I owe you.
This is all done behind closed doors, yes.
Yeah. They think I've got the book, and I'm like, I don't know.
What'd you learn from the book? I don't know, still reading it. It's really
my
good.
God.
That was all over my head.
It seemed really short. Books these days put a lot of words on pages.
There weren't a lot of pictures. It's taken me a while.
Is anyone reading that book?
Yes.
Okay.
After he learns his spell.
Are you
and-
spell first or book first?
Spell first, then book.
Okay. You sure you don't want to read this one first?
I'll read the book first in case it has a spell also that is of more interest.
Good call.
You want to read
the
this book first?
I'll read this book
It's
first.
good because it has a spell in it.
Oh. Call Cthulhu?
Why are we giving all of the spells to this
I
guy?
need everyone to roll me a luck.
Everyone?
Even me?
Oh, what are you summoning?
I don't know, but I got a bad feeling about this. I'm lucky.
Pass.
Made it 02 out of 75.
75
Nice.
luck.
What'd
Yeah.
you get?
Wow.
I got 63 under 80.
So everybody
45.
passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
By
want
5.
Sons of Guns.
You
High
actually
five.
gain or you get a day early, so you only get 2 days on your next book, and you
What?
arrive in Southampton. If you were going to fail, it was going to slow you down. But since everybody, I was going to go if half the party succeeds, then you'll get there on time. If more than half of the party fails, it'll take you longer,
Wow.
which would let them read more books.
Yeah.
That was kind of the point, was to give you more time. But you are now
Lucky
in London.
SOBs.
Welcome to London, and that's where we will end tonight on Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Gnarltep. You can check out us on Facebook or on. Scott has a question. I didn't want to do my exit. What's your question, Scott?
You have a text that's asking a question that I just sort of need a yes/no to.
Oh, sure. Why don't we make sure we record that? Yes or no?
We're gonna.
You have to.
You might want to put a note in afterwards, or comment in some other fashion.
You can't,
I can't.
but someone else could.
Okay.
You don't
on
have
the
those.
ship
You roll a luck.
because I really want to
Roll that
leave
luck.
that at the bottom of the ocean.
Roll that luck.
See, more than a yes. No.
If you throw that book overboard,
You get no more. You are cut off.
16,
It will take.
and the 61 is behind.
You will
me.
have to make an excuse for why the book's not available at the end of the week when everybody else is ready to trade books. But you can do it. It's also going to be very clear that you did it. they can't make anything look like that. If you were in London, it would make it easier. A lot easier.
Yeah, but they're all going to want to get their hands on it before then.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like that. Those are your options. Now you have them. Notice how neither one of them is good.
No, neither one of them is good. But bottom of the ocean is a lot better than in a rubbish bin. In,
You could just suck the whole thing.
No, well.
Or you could just explain it and trust somebody to keep it safely.
No.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. It clearly does not look like it should.
I know.
And the thing that it was in the water.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just gave the deep ones more knowledge, dude.
Effing do it in the water.
That'll do us for the sweet Nerds Domain on the
Yeah, I need a little more time
Masks
with my
of
book.
Gnarltip. You can catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/nerdsdomain. You can find us on Twitter at nerdsdomain, and then the rest of us are also there. You can go over to our website, click the Amazon link, same price for you. A little bit comes back to us. You can go over to Twitter and give us a rating. And Josh Shop is awesome, and we thank him for his music. And you can get shirts over at /loot. It's tinyurl.com/ndshirts. And we will talk to you really, really soon.